Bonjour and welcome back to my channel. My name is Claude and today I'm going to be doing your weekly pick a deck tarot reading for the week of the 23rd of January till the 30th of January. Can't believe this is already nearly the end of the month. Where did the time go, eh? So, as per usual, I'm going to give you a little bit of time to concentrate on the back of the three decks that you've got in front of you. This would be deck 1, deck 2, deck 3. And when you are ready, close your eyes, concentrate on your third eye, which is the point between your eyebrows. And the first deck that pops into your head is the one that you are drawn to. If you see more than one, feel free to check more than one reading. So I'm going to be quiet now, give you a few seconds to do so. And if it's not long enough, just pause the video. Okay, so hello to my querents who chose deck number 1. You have chosen the Tarot del Toro. So let's see what we've got for you for next week. Please remember those are general readings, they will not resonate with everybody. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So what do we have for my querents who chose the Tarot del Toro? At the center of your spread, you have the Star. This is you and the situation. Crossing it, you have, can you see it? I hope you can, the Seven of Cups. Below you, you have the Devil. Above you, you have the Valet of Wands. That's the Page of Wands. Behind you, the Fool. Ahead of you, the Lovers. You have quite a few major arcana here. The Advice, the Chariot. Here we go, more major arcana. The Environment, the Valet of Goblets. So again, this is the Page of Cups. Hopes and Fears, you've got the Three of Swords. Let me do it like that, see if that works. Yep, that works. And your final outcome is the King of Blades, so the King of Swords. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy underlying the situation that you may or may not be aware of, you have the Empress. Beautiful. So as I said, you have quite a few major arcanas. I mean, this is a 10 card spread, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 5, so you've got half of your spread plus the bottom of the deck, which is the Empress. So let me start with the past, actually, because that makes more sense. You have the Fool in the past. Now, the major arcana, the reason why I made a point that you've got quite a few of them is because they represent a more permanent type of energy in your life. They are big decisions, big situations and events that happen not to you but for you, so you may grow on your life journey. And sometimes it's God, the universe, or our angels, whoever you work with, who are trying to redirect us into the path that we're meant to walk on. Now, the Fool talks about a brand new beginning, having the courage to take a leap of faith. And so in the near past, this is what you've got. So I'm getting the message that you started something new, and it's kind of suited, you know, we're in January. You started something new, you took a leap of faith. And this is you now, you've got the Star. So the Star talks, again, major arcana, talks about being guided by God, the divine, your angels, spirit. It also talks about hope. So this is you having jumped and started something new, you know, brand new beginning, and being hopeful that this is the right thing, you know, that this is going to bring you either healing or happiness or success, whatever it is that you're setting on to get, because obviously this is a general reading, I don't know your life. This is crossed by the Seven of Cups. 7 is the number of experience and also self-reflection. Cups are to do with your feelings, your emotion, your intuition as well. And the 7 of Cups is a card that talks about feeling slightly overwhelmed, having options and not being quite sure which one to choose. It's a general sense of emotional overwhelm, which is why, you know, you're looking like you've got the star in the middle, because you're just hoping that you've done the right choice. You've got that, you're not comfortable, you're feeling there's that unease I'm getting from the cards, which is you at the moment, really hoping you made the right choice. And below you is your subconscious, and you've got the devil. Now the devil, there are layers to those cards, but again it's a major arcana, and in this reading I'm getting the message that this is a limiting energy that you put on yourself. This is the little devil on your shoulder telling you that you're not good enough, that you don't deserve, that you don't have the skills to get things done, that you're going to fail, that kind of energy. So you really need to be very, very careful with this kind of energy in your subconscious, because it's not true. And you know, it's just, it's sometimes the ego can be very tricky, and it does things behind the scenes that we're not even aware of. If you have grown up being told that you are never good enough, and trust me, this is talking from experience, you end up believing it. And it takes a lot of work to quieten that voice inside of you that's always, even when you're asleep, telling you that you're going to fail because you're not good enough. So this is the message I'm getting, so be aware of this energy. And on your mind right now, you've got the Page of Wands. Now the pages are bearer of news. They also indicate a new opportunity, a new direction, and they also represent the inexperience. And Wands is to do with passion. It's fire energy. It's what excites you, what drives you, what motivates you. So this is you wanting to continue to discover this new adventure that you started. You know, this is you still feeling passionate about it and really, really hoping you've made the right decision, feeling a bit overwhelmed, having all those doubts and that devil in your head grinding you down. But in your conscious mind, you're feeling passionate. You want to start or continue on this adventure, and things are, you know, really looking interesting for you, which is why I'm saying just beware of this devil here. And in the near future, you've got the Lovers. Now, the Lovers is the card of decision, but because it's a major arcana, this is a very important decision on your life path, basically. You're going to have to make a choice in the near future. And the atmosphere around you, the energies working around you that you're not aware of, is the one of the Empress. She's ruled by number 3, which is abundance, growth and expansion. The Empress is a truly beautiful card because she basically lacks for nothing. She is the embodiment of abundance. She's fertility, so she could be talking about the birth of a project or a child, the birth of a love relationship. She talks about things growing, just generally speaking. It's a very, very positive, nurturing and beautiful energy, really. I can't say anything bad about this card, and this is all around you. And you need to be aware of this, because when you make your decision, this will help you not being afraid, not listening to the devil in your head saying, oh, you know, better the devil you know, is the phrase that just came out of my mouth. But do you see what I'm saying? And the advice is the Chariot, another major arcana. And the Chariot talks about a long, hard-fought battle and coming back triumphantly. It's stay on the course, stay on the path. The Charioteer is not going to deviate for any reasons whatsoever. This is someone who's going to go for it and going to put everything he's got in it, and will come out the other end successful and triumphant. So you may have in the future an opportunity to back out of that new beginning, whether you took a new job, or you decided to start a new business, or you started a new relationship, whatever it is. You may have a decision coming your way, and this is going to be a very pivotal decision for you. And the advice is, you know, keep your course, because you will be successful in the end. Now, obviously, you have free will. I'm not telling you how to lead your life. I'm just reading the cards, and they are very positive. So, you know, you will do what you want, but this is what it's looking like for next week. And in your environment, you've got the Page of Cups. So as I said to you previously with the Page of Wands, pages can represent also bringing news. So it could be someone coming into your life, presenting you an offer of love or even an apology, which is why you're going to have to make this decision. You may have decided to go on a new relationship with someone and leave someone behind, and you're hoping you made the right decision. This relationship you feel really passionate about, but it is the beginning and you're aware of it, and you've got that negative voice saying, you shouldn't have left the other person maybe. And in the future you're going to have that decision to be made, and the advice is to stay the course, even though someone presents an offer of rekindled love or an apology. That's one way of looking at it. The other way is looking at it like it's you. You know, the page, as I said, represents innocence and inexperience, and this is you right now trying to feel your way out of this situation, out of this overwhelm that you're feeling. You know, it's the inexperience of the heart. It's the first step in romance with someone, trying to figure out your feelings for this person you are with. And in your hopes and fears, you have the Three of Swords. Now, as I said, the 3 is the number of growth and expansion. Swords is to do with the mental realm. The Three of Swords is a breakthrough, a mental breakthrough. So you're obviously hoping that you're going to get the clarity in this situation in order to assess whether you have made the right decision. The cards are definitely saying that you have, and that no matter what happens, when the option comes along in the near future, you should stay the course. But as I said, you have free will. So you're obviously hoping that you chose right, and that you're going to get that clarity, you know, that this is going to be evidenced concretely in your life, that was the right decision to make. If I read this as a Rider-Waite's card, it also could be representing your fear of being hurt, but this is not what I'm feeling right now. And your outcome is the King of Swords. So the kings are the masters of the suit. They are experienced, and swords is to do with the mental realm, so truth, ideas, communications and thoughts. This is a card of wisdom and knowledge. The king is very intelligent, male or female, but this is you. You're gonna get that breakthrough moment, the clarity that you're seeking on this situation. You're gonna get it. You're gonna see everything very clearly, because the King of Swords sees through the lies. He knows when someone is being truthful. He has the wisdom, he has the experience, and is capable of making a judgment based on fact and experience. This is someone who's incredibly fair, and it's trusting and reliable energy, and this is going to be you by the end of this. As I said, this is a very important relationship or new job, whatever it is that you started. This new beginning was very significant, and the decision that you make will have an impact on your life long term. So this will turn you into the King of Swords, which is beautiful. And the advice is to stand the course, because things are going to grow into something beautiful. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you did, or if the message resonated in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you again very soon. I wish you a fabulous next week, and until next time, au revoir. Hello to my querents who chose deck number 2. You've chosen the Crow deck. So I hope you're doing well. Now please remember those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody. Take what applies and forget the rest. So what do we have for next week? For my querents, ooh, that jumped. I'll keep it as a bonus. For my querents who chose the Crow Tarot. So the Nine of Wands talks about you feeling exhausted, but pushing forward, being aware that you're one wand away. So we'll see what relevance this has. So at the center of your spread, you and your situation, 10 of Wands. I am not surprised that this just come up with the 9 of Wands that just jumped. Crossed by the 3 of Wands. Below you, you've got the Tower. Above you, the Page of Swords. Behind you, the Emperor. Ahead of you, the 6 of Coins. The advice is the King of Wands. Environment, the 8 of Cups. Hopes and fears, the 2 of Wands. Final outcome, the Sun. Beautiful, can't wish for a better outcome. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy at work that you may not be aware of, you have the 2 of Swords. So you've got 2 twos, I've just seen that, the 2 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. So I think that actually you are very much aware that you're going to have to make a decision, because in your hopes and fears you have the 2 of Wands. This is a crossroad, and this is having to choose one of the 2 wands. Now each wand will yield growth, but the experiences will be different, and this is the one suit, so we're talking about passion, about things that ignite you. The 2 of Swords, on the other hand, talks about the mental realm. So this is an energy of not making a decision because you feel you don't have enough facts, because you are protecting something within yourself, something is growing, and you are keeping your cards close to your chest, and you're not making a move right now. So you are in a quite a heavy energy at the moment, because the 9 of Wands jumped. And as I said to you, the 9 of Wands talks about being exhausted, having put your heart and soul into something, and showing the signs of weariness from it, and knowing that you're one wand away. You're trying to push through the challenges, basically. And no wonder right now you're feeling the energy of the 10 of Swords. Now the 10 is the number of completion, however, so this is the end of it. The 10 of Swords talks about a mental breakthrough, so some truths coming to light, something being revealed. Could talk about betrayal, but to me it's the culmination of the suit. So it's talking about you having that breakthrough and reaching that point of acceptance and releasing it. And you have the 3 of Wands. Now 3 is the number of growth, abundance and expansion. And in the Wand suit, it talks about wanting to see the beginning of growth. But in this deck you can see that the Crow is hesitant to cross, and I'm getting the message, which is very special. I don't normally get that message with those cards, but I will tell you because that's what I'm hearing, that you want to release something so that you may move forward, but you've not done it yet. You're hesitant, you're still kind of fighting. You see, this is why the 9 of Wands jumped, because you're still fighting for something, and you're not releasing those 10 swords, you're not crossing yet. In the past you have the Emperor. and I really believe we're talking about a relationship here. The Emperor is a major arcana, so this is a strong male energy, action-taking, leadership, fire energy. The Emperor can be very stable energy as well. It's a leader, you know, who will confidently lead his troops to victory. So this is a very powerful card, and on the shadow side of it, this could be someone who's over-controlling. So you may have been in a relationship, which is what I'm getting right now. In a relationship with someone who was slightly over-controlling, overbearing, or just someone that, you know, was very inspiring, and you still hold a torch for this person, is what I'm hearing. You may even still be with them and be playing with the idea of parting ways, but you're unsure. Your subconscious knows that something's got to happen. The Tower is a major arcana, so a very important energy on your life path. And just like this person is important in your life, because this is an Emperor card showing up, the Tower talks about a sudden, abrupt change. It's the universe, God, the divine, your angels, whoever you work with, bringing about a change. So it can be destroying something that was built not on solid ground, such as a relationship, for instance. It could be just some truths being revealed in a very shocking way. But this is in your subconscious, so this is you knowing that you've got to do something. Something's got to change. You are very much aware of it subconsciously, but not in your conscious mind. This is your higher self telling you, you've got to do something drastic here to change. Because on your conscious mind you have the Page of Swords. Now the pages are bringer of news, indicate a new direction, and when we talk about the swords, it's to do with thoughts, truths, and communication. It can also talk about you going online and checking up on what's going on with the Emperor, basically. If you're still with the Emperor, you may have doubts about what they're doing, basically, and you may be looking online, trying to get clues, you know, who are they messaging. By the way, it's a general reading, so, you know, no genders attached to the cards. So you may be doing a little bit of internet stalking of this person. If you have already split up but you can't let go completely, you're still hoping, then you're just looking online, trying to see what's going on in their lives, what they're doing, and so on and so forth. But in the near future, you've got the Six of Coins. Now, the 6 is the number of harmony after having overcome some challenges. You can see, you know, the crow in its beak. It's got, you know, the scales, and things are starting to balance out. The Six of Coins talks about a good balance between stability and movement. It talks about being open to receiving. It's giving and receiving. But generally speaking, it talks about balance being reestablished in your physical world, so things smoothing over for you, which is nice to see. And in the advice, you have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is just one short of the Emperor. This is fire energy. The King is the master of the suit. This is someone who's experienced, who's gone through it, who's felt all the passion in his belly, and he or she is a go-getter, but they will take calculated risks. They will not just, you know, they're not the Page of Wands who's going to jump at everything. This is, you know, experience talking. This is also someone who's very confident and who's incredibly attractive, a very good leader. And so the cards are talking about this as an advice. So this is you embodying the trait of this card. The other thing I could say to you is you may have a King of Wands coming your way. And someone who's really going to see you for who you are. Someone who's going to feel passionate about you and see your beauty. So take what resonates. In your environment, you've got the Eight of Cups. I am not surprised to see this here, because the 8 is the number of advancement, and in the Suit of Cups, it talks about you moving emotionally, moving on, realizing that this does not serve you anymore, you do not feel fulfilled, you're not happy, and you turning your back on this because you want the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment card, or you want the Ten of Cups, the happy ever after card. And so, you know, obviously with the Two of Swords in the hidden energies right there on the side, with the Ten of Swords here, the Nine of Wands, the hesitation you're having, yeah, I'm not surprised that around you you've got the energy of, you know, I need to move on. I'm really not emotionally satisfied. And I've already spoken about the Two of Wands in your hopes and fears. You want to get to that crossroad, or you're at that crossroad, and you're wondering whether you should go left or right, basically. Now, if you have a choice between the Emperor, which is in your near past, and the King of Wands, which is in your advice sector, the cards are strongly urging you to go for the King of Wands. But if you go for the Emperor, you will still reach the same point. You see, they cross at the same point. It's just going to be a different set of experiences. You will grow emotionally and spiritually and so on, but it will be a different type of experience, and it's entirely up to you which way you go, is what the cards are saying. And the final outcome is the Sun. As I was saying to you, whichever way you choose, the outcome will be positive. Now the Sun is a major arcana again, and this is the most positive card you can pull in the deck. This is the most beautiful positive card ever. You can't have a better card than that as a final outcome. The Sun is warmth, energy. It revitalizes you if you've been feeling worn down, which you had with the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Wands. This is a healing energy. This is you being successful, being triumphant. This is you being happy, rejoicing, experiencing life like a child as well, you know, like a renewed interest in life. It really is the most beautiful card in the deck. It is said to render to nothing anything that's negative in a spread. You can see the energy of this card is just shining all over it. So as I said, whether you have this Emperor, you're still with this Emperor, or you're considering leaving, or you were but you're still hung up and you can't let it go, you can't release it, the cards are advising you to do so. There's something much better out there for you. You are right in feeling that this is not emotionally fulfilling and that you deserve better. You are so right. And do not lose hope, because the Six of Coins is going to bring about more harmony in your life, maybe even a relationship where giving and receiving is equal with the King of Wands, or embody the quality of the King of Wands and feel powerful, confident, and glow, because you do have the glow, and everything will be perfectly fine. It's going to turn out exactly as it should for you. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you did, or if the message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you again very soon. I hope you have a fantastic week next week, and until next time, au revoir. Hello to my Aquarians who chose deck number 3. You have chosen the Crystal Visions deck. Now please remember, those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody. Take what applies and forget the rest. Oh, I have a card. I've just seen a card, I swear, that's looking at me too. I'll show you. So you have the Lovers and the Four of Wands. How interesting. Well, we'll see if they come out again. So the Lovers may have a decision to make. Let's see if it's related. Okay, this one jumped. So at the center of your spread you have the Three of Swords. Let me continue my shuffling. Okay, crossed by the Knight of Wands. Below you, you've got the Lovers. You see, told you, I knew this would come out. This would come back up. Isn't that funny? Above you, the Five of Cups. Behind you, the Ten of Cups. Ahead of you, the Seven of Pentacles. The advice is the Queen of Pentacles. Environment is the Knight of Cups. Nice. Hopes and fears, the World. Final outcome, the King of Swords. You've got the same final outcome as the second reading. That's interesting. Never happened to me before. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy that are at work around you, but you may not be aware of, you have the Four of Wands. And this is the card that was with the Lovers. How I love it when the cards do this. It really excites me. Sorry. And it's a beautiful card anyway. So the first thing I'd say is that you've got a lot of court cards in your reading. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 cards. That's a lot. Okay, so right now you've got the Three of Swords. Now the 3 is the number of growth and expansion, but when it comes to the swords, it's to do with the mental realm. So it's to do with thoughts, ideas, communications and truth. And so the Three of Swords represents a breakthrough, but it can hurt because it's a breakthrough. So some things may have been revealed, and it's been, well, very unpleasant. Let's just put it this way. You can see it by just looking at the cards. Because in the near past you had the Ten of Cups. Now the 10 is the number of completion, and in the Suit of Cups is to do with love, romance, relationships, your emotions and feelings. And so you were incredibly happy in the near past. This is the card of having it all, the happy ever after. So I sense that something transpired, and that Ten of Cups probably was not actually your Ten of Cups. And something was revealed. And you may not have taken action yet about this, but you are... you're coming to it's an acceptance. The Three of Swords is you realizing that, you know, something's not quite right, or something was revealed, some awful truths were said, or, you know, something unpleasant anyway related to this perfect scenario of happiness, basically. And I'll talk about this in a second. In your conscious mind you have the Five of Cups. Now, from the same suits of the Ten of Cups, the 5 is change and challenges. The Five of Cups talks about being discontent, being disappointed, maybe even having regrets, not seeing that there are still 2 cups there, full, but, you know, concentrating on the negative instead of looking at the silver lining of this. Because crossing you, you've got the Knight of Wands. Now this is someone coming into your life, passionate, because Wands is fire energy, you know, what ignites you. The Knight of Wands comes in and he is going to sweep you off your feet, basically. It could be coming with a love offer, or it could ask you to go on a trip with him. It's that kind of energy. Sometimes people say it's a player energy. I don't agree, because just because you're passionate doesn't mean you're a player. You can be passionate and really feel your emotions and feelings on that level without being someone who's a player. But at the moment, you're not really open to it, because you are in this energy of what you lost, or what you perceive you lost, and you're not seeing those 2 cups that are represented by the Knight of Wands. Your subconscious mind, you have the Lovers. Now, this is a major arcana, and I did mention, you know, you may have to make a decision. because the lovers talk about a very important decision in your life, you know, that's going to have a permanent effect, or more permanent effect anyways, on your life. It could be a decision to do with love. I'm very much getting the message that this is a love reading here, and your happiness, in, you know, your emotional happiness. So subconsciously, you know, you have to make a decision. You've come to that crossroad and you're going to have to make a decision. And this is, from what I'm seeing in the cards, you either stick with what you've got, even though you are disappointed, and you know, try to swallow whatever was revealed, whatever happened, or you go with this brand new Knight of Wands, and male or females, no genders attached. Obviously, this is a general reading. But the underlying energy that you've got around you is the Four of Wands. So as I said, Wands is passion, what excites you. It really is a beautiful fire energy. And the 4 is the number of strong foundation and stability. You know, if you think about a table, it's got 4 legs. If you think about a bed, it's got 4 legs. And the Four of Wands talks about having something to celebrate. It's a landmark. And so for some of you, it may be that, you know, with this person you are in a relationship with, there may be an anniversary coming, which is why you're still hanging on to this, and, you know, and feeling so even distressed is what I'm hearing right now. This can also be the card of marriage and proposals. So this person may have, even if you've been with someone for a long time, they may have proposed to you, but something was revealed, and, you know, you're gonna have to make a decision. Do I stay, or do I just leave? But you have that general distress, unhappiness energy going on here, and not seeing what's good behind. The other message I'm getting, and that's only for a few of you, is that you were very, very happy, and this Knight of Wands came in and kind of rocked your world, and something happened, maybe something that you regret, and, you know, you have to make a decision. Do I tell my long-term partner, or don't I? This is just for a few of you. No judgment here, by the way. We all do things that we regret, and that's how we humans grow anyway. But in the near future, you're going to be reflecting on things, because the 7 is the number of experience, but also self-assessment and evaluation. And the 7 of Pentacles talks about looking at the work you've done, or the work you put into a relationship, and assessing whether you are getting enough back. You know, like, it was the juice worth, yeah, let me put my English teeth back in my mouth. Was the juice worth the squeeze, is the phrase that comes to mind. So you're going to be in that reflective mode, looking at your life, your relationship, and what you've achieved, even with this person, and was it worth it? And the advice is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this could be someone in your environment, because no genders attached, but the queens are patience. For me, they are receptive energy, the yin energy, as opposed to the king, who is the action-taking energy. And Pentacles is to do with your physical realm. So this is a nurturing energy, but also someone who's very pragmatic, very reliable, and who knows how to provide for themselves and their families. So you may have someone embodying these qualities around you, and the advice is to go and speak to these people, because they may be able to give you some sound advice and the support that you require. It could be your mom, your grandma, it could also be your dad, as I said, just someone who has that nurturing side. Otherwise, the advice could be to embody the characteristic of this card. Be stable, be pragmatic about it. The Queen of Pentacles has a quiet inner confidence as well, because she knows how to provide for herself, and so do not doubt that you can provide for yourself. Now, the reason why I was saying that the Knight of Wands has come in and kind of rocked your world is because in your environment you've got the Knight of Cups. And Knights, just generally speaking anyway, embody movement forward, they're action takers. Now the Knight of Cups, because it's to do with emotions and relationships, could be coming in with a love offer, the Knight of Wands here, or it could be an apology. If you found out that your Ten of Cups, so your strong relationship was based on you know, shaky grounds, or something happened and someone slipped and this was revealed, this which put you into a you know, distress and disappointment, this person may be coming, this person you're with may be coming with an apology, which is why you're going to be in that reflective mode of, you know, is it worth it? You know, the effort that I'm going to have to put in to go past the pain and the hurt I've just experienced, is this going to be worth it? That's if it's an apology. If it's someone coming in with a love offer, you're going to be looking at it and thinking, well, is it worth it? Should I take the risk? Because, you know, it's been unpleasant already. But either way, you're going to have to come to a decision, and you know it subconsciously, at least. And in your hopes and fears, you have the World. Now, the World is a major arcana, and it signifies the end of a cycle. It signifies having learned all of the lessons, having gained the wisdom and the experience from it, and being able to close down the cycle, walk through the gates successfully, and start something new. For some of you, the World can also talk about traveling far away or around the world. So that Knight of Wands may come with an offer of going on a trip around the world for you, and you may be hoping for that. But that's for just some of you. Otherwise, for the other people listening to this reading, this is you hoping to see the end of this cycle, because you are obviously not happy. I mean, look at the cards, the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups. You're unhappy. You want this to be the end, to be able to move on, you know, to something new. So that's in your hopes and fears. And the final outcome is the King of Swords. And this is going to be you. The King of Swords is the card of wisdom and knowledge. This is someone who's highly intelligent, who sees through the lies, who is very fair, very stable, it's a very grounded energy, reliable energy. This is being able to make a decision, having all the facts and the experience to make the right decision. And the cards are saying that you're going to be in the energy of this card by the end of this. This is happening to make you grow. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Okay, this is a big decision in your life. This is going to make you grow. And yes, it will be the end of the cycle as you hope, if this is, you know, something that you're looking for. But this is you embodying the qualities of this king, having gained the wisdom and the experience, you know, through this difficult decision, this difficult situation that you currently are in. So the cards, obviously, you know, are just reading the current energy. You have free will. Every thought you have, every action you take will have an impact on this. But this is what I've got for you. So I hope you've enjoyed the journey for the cards with me. If you did, or if the message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. I wish you a fantastic next week. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.